Hello, my YouTube family. Well, it is, what time is it? It is 4:55. Went to jury duty today, stayed the whole day, didn't pick me, gave me a paper, said, on your way, we won't need you for the next 4 to 6 years. Hallelujah, sweet Jesus. Spent one day, one. That never happens to me, ever. I'm usually in there for 3 days the most. Today, they did not need me. They didn't call me for any jury. I stayed in that civil courthouse room all day. I watched My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Uh, I saw The View. I saw Kathy. No, what's her name? Michael and Kelly. I saw a little bit. They started to play Ocean's 11, and that's when they cut it off. And that was like about 20 minutes to 4. And they said that's when they. Oh, look who's here. Hello, Bobby. Hello. Oh, all right. And that's when they said the rest of you are done. We don't need you anymore. You don't have to come back tomorrow. That's it. Gave me a sheet of paper, sent me on my way. My father took me to the courthouse this morning, and he came to pick me up. So that is that with that upon that. So there you have it. There you have it. Didn't even have to take a subway. I didn't have to drive. I took a run. Didn't I tell you? No, I didn't. Of course I didn't tell you. Yesterday I took a run through, drove, and did. If I had to go by, there was no way I would have gone by car. I couldn't have gone by car. There's no parking. Like they said, there's no parking whatsoever. So I really would have had to take the subway. But thank you, sweet Jesus. Thank you, sweet Jesus. I didn't have to do that either. So this is how I went to the courthouse today, people. And no, there was no fine looking specimen, no kind of way. Except I was sitting next to one. He had like a Germanish accent. He was kind of okay. We spoke a few times, but nothing, no sparks or anything. So, and I guess they didn't call him. But I guess when he came back, he went to sit somewhere else. Fine by me. I went to sleep, honey. Yes, I did. There was a guy who literally, like, when I say fell asleep, I'm telling you, I just like put my head back and close my eyes a little bit, but I didn't like sleep. I could still hear things going on around me and what was playing on the TV. There was a dude who fell. I mean, you want to talk about one of them deep sleeps, snoring. We were all laughing hysterically. It was an all-day process, people sitting there doing nothing. Hello. So that was that. With that, upon that, I don't have to worry about jury duty for at least another 4 to 6 years. And let us talk about what was on my lips. This was the other Maybelline Elixir that I bought. This one. Yeah, these must be sheers. These must be like Maybelline Elixir sheers or something. This one is called, this is a Daring Orchid. The one that I have 2 of. This is it. Yeah. And I obviously had done a lip look on it before. So this is it. I lined it with Too Faced liner in Drag Queen. There you go. Drag Queen. So that's the name of the liner. And it's a rather nice shade, but damn, is it. I mean, it's really, 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 like, can you even see that? Yeah, you can. It's very, 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 very sheer. Excuse me, people. I'm being buzzed. Hold on. Okay, moving right along. Sorry about that. So that is that with that upon that. I want to tell you about this St. Ives Even and Bright. This is some good stuff. This is some good stuff. This has the granules like if anybody has ever tried the Philosophy micro delivery scrub, the scrubs are like that. It's got a very pleasant but strong pink lemon slash mandarin orange scent. It is rather, it's a pretty, if you don't like scents, then steer clear of this because the scent is pretty potent. But the granules are so nice. I like when they're really, really fine and they feel like sand on your, I know it sounds bad when it feels like sand on your skin, but it's got that creamy texture and it's got the sand. Oh, it feels very lovely. So I wanted to tell you that, yeah, using this so far, this is a keeper. This is a keeper. Now, as for the brightening effect, I have no idea. You know, I have no idea. But I have to tell you something. There was a woman sitting next to me, and we were talking about, you know, I hope we were talking about not getting called back. And she said, oh, you're so lucky you don't have to get called back. And I said, yes, I'm very, because she got called, but they didn't keep her for a case. So I said, oh, looks like I don't have to worry about tomorrow. And she said, well, are you married? And I said, no. And she said, oh, do you have children? I said, no. And we were talking about the fact that she had 3 children and, you know, they were going to eliminate her anyway because of the situation that she's in. She's the only home, you know, person that stays at home with her children, and her husband is the only breadwinner and blah, blah, this, that, and the other. So she said, you don't have any children? I said, no. And she said, you're not married? And I said, no. And she started to laugh and she turned to me and this is what she said. Well, if I was your age, I wouldn't have to worry about it either. I would probably make the same choice. I did not tell this woman how old I was, but she must have thought I was a hell of a lot younger than 50. I didn't bother to tell her either. So I was like, yep, it's just me and my cat. And she just had a good old laugh out of that. And that was that with that upon that. That was very flattering to me because she said, at your age, I was like, how old do I look? But, and this was the hair, honey. I had the hair up because it was raining this morning. So, yeah, and it's cold outside, cold. The wind was kicking ass this morning and all throughout the day. When I was waiting for my father outside the courtroom, I was like, ooh, it's cold. So tomorrow, it's back to the normal same grinds, people. Back to the normal same grind, except I'll be still at work at this time. Yeah, 5:03. I'll be counting down the minutes. At this time tomorrow, I'll be counting down the minutes. So that is it. That is all. That is my, you know, that's my whole jury duty situation. And I'm very thankful, very grateful, very grateful, very thankful that I'm done. I'm done. It was only one day. I already called my boss and supervisor and everybody and told them I'll be back tomorrow. Look at this one back here. And, you know, it's back to the regular stuff tomorrow. So there you have it, people. There you have it. This is Lips of the Day. Is there anything to discuss? Let me tell you what I saw yesterday for the first time ever. Never saw it until yesterday. On, it was on Epix, I think. It was either Epix or Stars. Stars on Demand, Epix on Demand, one of them. Love Story. I have never seen Love Story ever. Well, you know, it's a dated movie. It was 1970. I think it was 1970. 1970 movie. And just the acting, I was, you know, I had to keep remembering this is a dated movie, Nancy. It's dated. It's very dated. Ali McGraw, Ryan O'Neal, very young. You know, it's not, we're not talking Oscar winners here. I think the theme song got an Oscar, but the movie itself, I don't think won any awards. But it's always been highly acclaimed, and you know, I've always been curious about the movie. But when she came out with that line, the famous line in the movie, "Love means never having to say you're sorry," I was like, that's a bunch of shit. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. It's the truth. But I'm like, for real? Really? And then he winds up saying it to his father. So, but I'm glad I saw it because I've never seen it ever. And I was glad I found 2 movies that you know, have been spoken about, and I can't really say I've never had the opportunity to. At the time when they first came out, in 1970, I was 6, 7, somewhere around there. So I was not interested in any kind of love story whatsoever. But two movies that I finally got a chance to see: Love Story and The Way We Were. Yes, I think it was last year or 2 years ago that I had finally seen The Way We Were. Everybody in God's creation has ever seen this movie, and I finally had the opportunity to sit down and see what this movie was all about. Because everybody, you know, biggest love movie ever, and Barbara Streisand and what's his name, Robert Redford, and all of it. So I said, okay, let me see what this movie is about. I mean, it was good and everything, but you know, it's also a dated movie. It's a 1970s-ish movie. So, you know, back in those days, oh yes, it was the best movie ever. But when you look at it 20, 25 years, 30 years later, it's like, okay, well, it's a good movie. That's the way I thought about Love Story. Well, it's a cute little movie. So, yeah, I just finally had the opportunity to see those classics, which they are. They are now known as classics. So that's all I really wanted to tell you. That's it. Obviously, no work stories. Tune in tomorrow and the rest of the week. And that's all I have to share with you. That's it. I love you. I love my YouTube family. This has literally got to be the shortest video I've ever made in quite some time. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay? I love you all very, very much. Today is Tuesday. Oh, wait a minute. Today is Monday. What the hell am I talking about? Tomorrow is the reunion of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But yesterday's Real Housewives of Atlanta, there was nothing, you know. I'm just tired of these women. I really am. I'm tired of them. I really. That's all. I love you. Let me know what you think. It's a nice shade. Lovely. Lovely shade. Very, very light. And, you know, that's it. I just reapplied after lunch. You know, it's not like work. It's not like I have to be the presenter of anything. So this is why I do have makeup on. But it's, you know, it's kind of like a makeup, no makeup kind of a look. Because I do have blush. I do have a highlighter on. I have everything. But it's very brown to my skin kind of a thing. So obviously, I always write what I'm wearing on my face. I will post it down in the description box. Okay, I love you. I love my YouTube family. Mwah. Hit me up and let me know what you think. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay, I love you. Bye now.